Yo, it's defense wins championships. It's not anything else but that. It's always been defense wins championships, man. Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Listen, man, I want to thank everybody that went over to the Even platform and, purchased a Broken Crayon Still Color. I got all y'all purchases, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to run this contest for a long time, probably until like my birthday, which is April 25th. So you still got time to purchase the album. You know what I'm saying? Any purchase of $10 or more puts you in the running to get some game tickets to sit at a game with me next season, preferably opening day. Man, listen, man, the Philadelphia Eagles advanced to the next round. The game's still on. The game is still on. And, listen, let's talk about all positives right now, because winning a playoff game is not easy. It's not easy at all. Jalen Hurts, after this game, Jalen Hurts will have 3 playoff wins. That's more than guys like Dak Prescott. That's more than a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? 3 playoff wins is a staple of a guy who knows how to get it done. You know what I mean? The Philadelphia Eagles defense is elite. It's elite. Zach Bond not being paid earlier than now was almost criminal. Zach Bond with a pick. Darius Slay got his first. Big Play Slay got his first playoff interception. Nolan Smith looked phenomenal. You know what I mean? We was doing really good against the run. Jordan Love didn't throw a touchdown pass in this game as of right now. I'm watching right now. It's 2 minutes and 13 seconds left. And, man, the safeties was coming downhill, hitting these receivers, being physical with these receivers. And for the most part, these receivers didn't stand a chance in this game. You know what I mean? I'm watching the game right now, 22-10. We was physical. We were nasty on the defensive side of the ball, and that's what we needed to be, because our quarterback didn't play in almost a month. He didn't play in almost a month. Now, I'm not going to act like I wasn't frustrated with Jalen Hurts, you know what I mean, during this game, but I had to remember, like, he hasn't played in almost a month, y'all. He hasn't played in almost a month. I don't think the rust really got knocked off until that last drive with Jake Elliott, you know what I'm saying, made it 19-10. That was a long, methodical drive. He hit Dallas Goedert. He hit Smitty a couple times. You know what I mean? Jalen Hurts' job in this game was to make the plays that need to be made and protect the ball. He ain't played in almost a month. So I got to give him grace. And he just won a playoff game coming off of a concussion and not playing in almost a month, man. So I'm not going to take too much into account about this. Everybody want to say, oh, you can't beat Detroit playing like that. You can't do this. You can't do that. We know that. We didn't play Detroit. We had a wild card weekend game against the Minnesota Vikings. Against the Green Bay Packers. And all we had to do was win to get to the next round. If you remember, when the Eagles went to the Super Bowl, we played against the Atlanta Falcons. And in that game against the Atlanta Falcons, we didn't look too hot. Now, granted, we played with a backup in Nick Foles or whatever the case may be. But I got to remind you again, Jalen Hurts has not played in like a month. He ain't played since week 16, y'all. So I got to give him a pass, especially being as though he did throw 2 touchdown passes in this game. Dallas Goedert did a lot on his touchdown pass for sure. But Jalen Hurts made the plays when they had to be made. You know what I mean? A lot of people are going to take out of context the A.J. Brown reading a book on the sideline, this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? We just got to ignore that. We got to move forward. We don't have time for nobody to be diving too deep in that. It is what it is. The man wanted to read a book on the sideline. Who cares? I don't even know the title of the book. You know what I mean? I think some people said on the book, the title of the book was How to Become a Better Person or whatever the case may be. If you want to go read a book, you know what I mean, during a playoff game that your team got in hand, that's fine by me. I'm not taking nothing into consideration with none of that, bro. Now it's about who we got next. Who is the opposition for the Philadelphia Eagles moving forward? That's all it's about. That's all it's about, man. So I'm not really... listen. The 7th seed out, had they advanced, they would be playing Detroit. So now Detroit will most likely be playing the 6 or the 5 seed, or however that go. And we'll be playing whoever's in between that. Like I said, it is what it is, man. We got to take care of our business and we got to do our job. 2 minutes left in the game, 22-10. Jordan Love throwing up a prayer. Interception. Quinyon Mitchell got his first one in the postseason. I said Q was going to get it. Let's go, Q. Right on Q. Defense wins games. That's 3 interceptions for the Philadelphia Eagles today. You know what I'm saying? Right on Q, man. Right on cue. Q get his first one. Slay get his first one. I'm not worried about nothing, man. I ain't worried about what nobody talking about, man. I'm not worried about what nobody talking about. The Philadelphia Eagles advanced, and that's all she wrote. Nothing else to be said. All they going to do is talk about Jalen Hurts this, Jalen Hurts that. But the saying has always been defense wins championships. Not Jalen Hurts and everybody else. We ain't going for none of that, man. Quinyon Bay, man. Guantanamo Bay. We're not going for none what nobody talk about, man. The haters going to make all these soliloquies about how Jalen Hurts ain't this, Jalen Hurts ain't that. But what they're going to try to do is put the little neuralizer in our face from Men in Black. They're not going to talk about how Justin Herbert shit the bed. They're not going to talk about how Jordan Love just threw 3 picks, no touchdowns in this game. We about to have a victory formation as I'm speaking. Now the rust is knocked off. Now, you know what I'm saying? If we look like this next week, then that's something to be writing home about. It's over now, bro. It's over now, bro. It's over for the Packers. We in the next round. And I'm going to tell you right now, all y'all watching this right now, is no reason that y'all shouldn't be messing with Big Bet US, man. Bet US in the building, man. Bet US in the building. If you bet on the Eagles a lot this year, you was good to go, man. You was good to go if you bet on the Eagles a lot this year. Also, there's no reason for none of y'all to not have, went out there and got on the even platform and bought a broken crayon still colored. Man, there ain't really too many people better than me. It just ain't. Just like it ain't too many people better than the Philadelphia Eagles. You know how much guts it take to drop an album on Wild Card Weekend? You know what I'm saying? Saquon should have took that to the crib. Man, at the end of this, man. These guys ain't on our level. We was the better team. You know what I'm saying? Saquon just had a bean. You know what I'm saying? A bean on the ground. All you need your quarterback to do is not turn the ball over in the postseason. Look at everybody who lost this week. It's been a lot of turnovers. Washington, you up. You up, Washington. It's been a lot of turnovers. From all of the losing quarterbacks. But we're not going to harp on losers. What we're going to do is say the Philadelphia Eagles just beat the Packers 22-10. Defense, we had 4 turnovers today. Number 1 defense in the league strikes again. Who's the next victim? It's all about advancing. And you know what I mean? The passing game is going to show y'all what y'all want to see next week. Mark my words.